consisted of repeated episodes of lava fountaining interspersed by periods of no lava effusion occurring. Those prior eruptions involved as many as 44 lava fountaining episodes, and with the 12th beginning at 7:30 a.m. local time on March 4 and occurring solely in the southwest corner of Kilauea's summit caldera, the current eruption has now tied the number of lava fountaining episodes the 1969 to 1974 Mauna Ulu eruption experienced. Episode 12 of the ongoing eruption was intermittent and weak for its first 7 hours, occasionally sending weak lava flows beyond both of the erupting vents. Increased sustained activity began at 2 p.m., with lava fountains progressively increasing in height over the next 2 hours. After the majority of Kilauea's down-drop block was covered by a layer of fresh lava that made it 2.5 meters or 8.2 feet shallower than it was beforehand, eruptive activity declined until it ceased the following morning. This represented Kilauea's longest eruptive episode of 2025, and now we are expecting episode 13, perhaps even with similar height dual lava fountains to begin between March 11 and March 13. Yakedake unrest. Meanwhile, in Japan, on March 4 the alert level of the Yakedake volcano was increased from green to yellow in response to both the detection of summit ground deformation and an elevated rate of earthquakes. Yakedake is a mainly andesite stratovolcano located 35 kilometers west of Matsumoto in central Japan. While some people live on the outskirts of this volcano, it is noteworthy for having a history of producing unexpected and sometimes even almost impossible to predict phreatic eruptions such as what occurred in 1995. Unlike many other volcanoes in Japan, earthquake swarms at Yakedake in historical times have been associated with preceding a volcanic eruption during the last 75 years, a double-digit percentage of the time. Hence why there is currently a warning to people within 1 kilometer of its summit where the inflation and earthquakes are occurring. This summit area is littered with a dozen distinct eruptive vents, primarily explosion craters, that have been generated by eruptions during the last 2,500 years. While a phreatic eruption has not occurred here since 1962, people should be cautious and, in my opinion, avoid at least a 1 kilometer area around its summit. And, in Costa Rica, this week saw a brief and weak phreatic eruption occur at the Turrialba volcano. Poas and Turrialba eruptions on March 3, its first since 2022. However, what was more notable was the fact that increased eruptive activity is occurring at the Poas volcano, with some days in its acidic crater lake consisting more than 100 small phreatic explosions. This unusually high level of activity occurred alongside what appears to be minor amounts of ground uplift, suggesting the possible presence of relatively shallow magma, and at the same time the phreatic activity has caused its acidic lake level to drop. A high rate of small eruptions is likely to continue during the near-term future at Poas. Here is a quick list of all of the list of erupting volcanoes. World's volcanoes which are currently erupting. Additionally, here are some volcanoes showing signs of unrest which are not erupting as of the recording of this video on March 8 of 2025. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube.